on the telly with that mother getting killed by her own son, yeah?
Yes, yes, right. Well, if they refuse to put the seatbelts on, you could refuse to take them. You could ask them to leave the car, but that's an ethical responsibility that you have. I certainly would. I would have everyone using a seatbelt. If they didn't use it, they don't drive in the car. They don't, not even a passenger. Okay, so that's the seatbelts. Now, for mirrors, we need to do a mirror setup now.
All right.
Okay. Now, you've driven in a car as a passenger, and you know about a little bit mirrors. Have you seen mirrors in the car as a passenger?
I have been in a car that's got mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, it's your brother. Now let's. You mentioned your brother. Let's set them up. Now, first of all, to set them up. Okay, so what you need to do is you do it from a position of comfort in your seat. You just set yourself up there with your left hand only. Yeah. You can grab that mirror there, and if you can do that, just grip it and just move it around a little bit. Okay, just to get, that's enough. Just to get a feel of how difficult or firm it is in place. Okay, now what you want to see through there is the back window, the complete back window of the car. Right, so, and if it's big enough, you want to see more of the back window behind you rather than behind the passenger seat. So if you put your two fingers there, just show me when you can. Tell me when you got the back window framed in that.
I can see the whole of the back window.
That's good. And can you see your head restraint?
Oh yeah, I can see a bit of my head restraint. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it seems to be set up then. Head restraint, which we'll just add in here. Sorry, we didn't cover it when we had the seat, but the head restraint is there to protect your head against whiplash. Right, so it's not sort of head rest, it's a head restraint.
I don't mind a bit of whiplash. You get a couple of £1,000 for that, wouldn't you?
You do, but it's important that if you're driving safely, that you do the safe thing, which is make sure that the seat's set up safely. So your head restraint should be the main bit of it. The main body of the head restraint should be in line with your ear, top of your ear, and which that is there and is here. Sorry to diverge.
Yeah, how do I check that? How do I check that?
Put your hands back on the head restraint and feel the main body of the head restraint. That's the main body there.
I feel like I'm just about to chuck a ball in.
Well, it might seem that way. Now run the line, your finger on the top of your ear.
Yeah, it covers the whole of my head, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's it. So that should prevent or that should help with any sort of injury that might come. So mirrors, so we've got that one set up there, and whenever we check mirrors, always check that one first. Your side mirrors, do you want to, that's the other electronic, do you need the key for this?
I don't know, I've never driven, George.
Okay, so we need to get the mirrors, set up the side mirrors, where you can see a little bit of the body of the car, just on the inside here, about 2 fingers width, this side and that side. Right. And we'll do it now, just as how to set them up. 2 fingers width here, and same on that side, a mirror image, and then the rest of the screen of the mirror divided between the road surface and that above the surface, so it's a 50-50, divides the rest, a 50-50.
So to open the windows and it just do manually. Oh, is that it there, is it? A picture of mirrors, isn't it?
Oh yes. Well, what I'll ask you to do, it's probably electronic.
Oh, it's moving.
Is it? Good. Okay. All right, well, move your one, which is called the right mirror.
Oh,
Or side mirror, right mirror.
yeah.
So 2 fingers width on the bodywork,
Yeah.
and the rest divided equally between the road surface and what's above the road surface.
Right, yeah.
Similarly here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what can you see through the left mirror? The left door mirror?
2 finger widths.
The left door mirror.
Left door.
So,
2 finger widths, and I can see the top of them houses and the pavement.
okay. Top of the houses. Okay, that's good.
No, I can see the houses.
Yes. All right. So road surface 50, about half, and the houses the other half.
Yeah, I can see what you told me to see in this one. I can see 2 finger widths and.
Okay. Okay. Well, they're set up. Now the thing about these mirrors, can you just have a look? Oh God. There's a white van behind us. Do you see it? Yeah. The white van. If you look in this mirror, look at there's a white van behind us. Can you see it?
Yeah, the windows did look like them.
Okay. And out on the right mirror, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is the difference in image between the one with the center mirror and the one using the right-hand mirror? What's the image?
Oh, it looks further away in this one.
It is. But is the van further away?
Well, it can't be, can it? It's the same van, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So the difference in image is this is a flat surface. This gives the accurate image, and you can gauge distance quite with difficulty, but you get the best idea of distance using the center mirror.
All
Right. On the right, you'll see it's a smaller image. That's because the surface is bent. It's rounded. It's a rounded surface. Here's the picture here. Right. Okay. Well, this is a flat surface, and that's a rounded surface called a convex surface. So in a convex surface mirror, you will see a smaller image, but you will see what's there, but you'll see a wider range. You see a wider area with that rounded mirror. With this, a smaller area, but you've got a more accurate image.
All right.
Any idea why that might be important?
No.
Right. Well, on this here, you want to know where the van is, in the distance from you, especially if you're driving along. You want to know where the cars are, and you want an accurate image. On the side mirrors, you'll get smaller images, so the van will appear further away, but in fact it's actually as near as you'll see here. Right. So there's you need to remember that when you look in these side mirrors, you think, oh, that's far away, I can do a manoeuvre, but in fact they're nearer than you think.
All right.
Yeah. So why do you think that's important to know?
Well, if I see somebody in the side mirror, then I know it's pretty close to me, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Of course, once you've been driving a while, you get used to it.
Yeah.
You get used to that. Okay. Is there any question about mirrors?
I think so.
You want to set up and you what you see, the image that you see, but then also the way that we use mirrors, we will go through that in due course.
Right.
Okay. Now, shall we go through the foot controls?
Right.
Foot controls. You've got keep your feet still. Just have a look down there. If you can see in the darkness down there. You see how many pedals can you count?
1, 2, 3.
Right. So we'll label them. Well, mentally label them from the right. We'll call that A, and the middle one's B, middle one's and the left one's C.
All right.
Conveniently, the right one is called accelerator. The middle one is called the brake, and the left one is the clutch.
All right.
All right. And the way we use them is with our feet. I'll ask you to move your feet to touch them, but at the minute I'll just explain. So the accelerator, what do you think the accelerator might be for? Remember when your brother was driving, and how did you get the car to move?
I don't know.
All right. Well, the accelerator, that provides gas. It provides gas. It gets the car to go and move forward. The more gas you give, the faster it'll go, or the more power you
So we can have a gas car or electric car, can we? Just a bit like we got gas and electric at home.
Well, you have two types. You've got various types of car, but they all have energy. And a petrol car gets the energy from
No, I'm saying
petrol.
the accelerator will either turn on gas or turn on electric, will it?
No, it's only on gas. This one's only on gas. When you push the accelerator, you feed more gas into the engine, and the car will go faster. The engine will go faster. What is the query?
I just wondering about gas.
Right. The word gas, it's Americanism, but we call it petrol. So we call it petrol. So, but it's technical, a term that is generally known as gas. So we call it the gas pedal. It's a bit easy to say as well.
Oh, so we call it a gas pedal.
We call it a gas pedal,
Oh, right.
and it feeds gas.
I thought we were actually talking about when I press the accelerator, it will either feed gas or electric.
Right. My apologies, I didn't explain that well. It feeds only petrol into the engine, petrol, which you call gas. So the more you push the accelerator, the more petrol fed in, and the faster the engine will go. But the accelerator is only used in changes in the accelerator. You'd want to be pushing it really gently, like the thickness of a coin, just to change the acceleration, so that you're not really pushing too hard on the accelerator.
That thickness of a
thickness of a coin.
5 pence.
Yes, that much. Not even that much. Maybe that thickness of a coin, £1 coin.
Oh, £1 coin.
Yeah. So about that. It's really, some of the gas pedals are really very delicate, and when you push them, you give a lot of petrol in, a lot of gas in. So you use very small amounts of foot movement to use the gas pedal. Now we'll go on to the middle one there, to the middle pedal, which is the brake, foot brake, and that together with the gas pedal is also used with your right foot. So your right foot. Now, do you want to put your heel just under the gas pedal, just under, and then rest your foot gently, very gently on the gas pedal. Don't push the gas pedal down. Just rest it on the gas pedal there. You'll see, you can just feel it on the sole of your foot.
Yeah.
Right. And that would be the position when you are driving. Now, if you needed to push the brake pedal, the brake pedal's not at the same level as the gas pedal, so you would just swivel your foot, keeping the heel on the ground, on the floor. Swivel your right foot between the gas and then to the brake.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm catching the side of the brake.
Yeah, because the brake is a bit catching the side of the brake. Oh yeah. Well, the brake is higher. The brake is higher than the gas pedal. So when you swivel, you actually have to lift your foot a little bit and then move it over to the brake pedal, and then apply the brake pedal.
Oh, that's a funny way of doing things. Why did I do it that way then?
Well, so that if your foot slips, you don't actually hit the gas.
Right, yeah.
Right. So it's sort of a safeguard
Yeah.
against.
Okay.
Now, again, now touch the gas pedal. Just push it a coin's thickness. Yeah, and another coin's thickness. Right. Now lift your foot off. Right. Now swivel, as I said, your right foot to the brake pedal. That's it. Swivel. That's it. And push that down. What is you feel the difference? Push it right down. Do you feel the difference in the way that the two pedals push?
Doesn't go very far down, does it?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But the gas, the brake, you actually push more firmly. But when you're driving along, you push in the brake nice and gently, progressively, as you say, progressively, which is touch it, push it firmly down, and then just before you stop, you lift the pressure off the brake.
I push it firmly down.
When you stop, well, gently and firmly.
Which?
Progressively, gently. When you're doing a controlled stop, emergency stop, then you're pushing firmly and progressively. So this is gently and progressive. And when you're normal driving, so you touch on the brake and then push it gently, progressive, and just before.
So you mentioned thicknesses of a penny or a 5p, or was it a pound coin you mentioned?
Yes. That would be used basically for all three. Yes, the brake can also be used with the thickness of a coin, but again, it is progressive. If you progressively push it down,
right,
and when you have stopped or slowed enough, then you can raise your foot off.
Okay.
That's your brake. Then your clutch. And the clutch pedal. That's the third pedal over there. So I can show you my model. Now the clutch being the left pedal. Do you want to touch it with your left foot, similarly to the other two? So just touch it on. Just touch it. Now the clutch is used basically either in the full down position or the almost fully up position. Fully down is when you're going to change gear, because you need to disengage the engine fully when you use the clutch. So you push it right down, which disengages the engine from the wheels. Let's do a little bit here. If you look at this, the engine here, and this is the drive shaft and the wheels. Now, when you press the clutch with your foot there, okay, all the way down, it separates the two bits of the clutch, which we call wheels, the plates, the clutch plates. The red plate and the blue plate. Alright, I mean they're not actually red and blue. But the engine is this clutch plate here is actually moving when the engine's on. But when we separate the blue one, that isn't moving. But as soon as we release the clutch up, they connect, and that will drive the wheels. We have halfway between that is like a bite point. We need to, where we bring the clutch up from the disengaged position, bring the clutch up until it just touches that plate there. Alright? So in that position there, just touches there. We call that the bite point, when the two plates are just about touching, because they're rotating. They're just about touching. And that is the bite point, where the engine just starts to engage the wheels. Alright. Do you understand that?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there for mainly for time constraints, because we've gone pretty much over.
Alright.
How do you feel that went in?
Well, there's some things I was forgetting.
If you let me have the key a minute, I'll clear the room with you.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, so how do you feel that went, George?
I think I was going to be on time, even...
Don't worry about your seatbelt at the moment.
Right, even though we can use 25 minutes, so it's still getting a bit sort of laboured. I didn't feel I was getting it through.
We've been practically running nearly 50 minutes.
50 from the start point. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Right, you put the book away a minute, and I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, right from the beginning, you said to me that I needed to watch your steering.
Yeah.
Was I watching your steering?
Some of the time I thought I'll try and make you do it, but it's only some of the time. You went with something.
I never watched your steering once, yeah.
Didn't you? Right.
Even though you said to me before you started the engine not to watch the scenery.
Yes.
You should have saw that I wasn't watching, and you should have been telling me, "Come on, now watch, yeah."
Yes. Yes.
You weren't too accurate with your information about overarm steering, yeah?
Overhand. You wouldn't fail a test. Nowadays you learn not the overhand steering unless it's really slow. But what is missing?
Well, providing that you don't lose control of the car, overarm steering is not frowned upon now, is it?
Well, I know the pull push thing isn't the Holy Grail anymore.
Yeah, we still do try and teach it, and I suppose the only reason that we can give to a learner of why we teach it is the fact that if the airbag goes off. But anyway, there was just a little bit of misinformation there, which I had to pin you down on and say that my brother took his test 6 months ago and he crossed his hands and passed, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so when we got to the area, and I did give you plenty of warning that this is a suitable road.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, I could have had the seatbelt off and the door open.
I should have seen it at that moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait till I stop. I'd actually get in a lot quicker and say, I'd like you to keep your hands in your lap, don't take your seatbelt off and don't touch your door, because I could have had the seatbelt off and it could have been flicking back against the window, and I could have even had the door open, and I probably could have been out of the car before you even stopped, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, when my mind is going through, and when you didn't, I was thankful, but of course you should have, because that's the way the examiner would play it.
And then moving on from there, I managed to leave the door open, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I could hear you shout at me when I was already at the back of the vehicle.
Yes. Close the door.
Close the door. You asked me to meet you on the pavement. Why are we meeting at the back of the vehicle?
Give you a reason before, and was because I don't want you in the road. I want you safe on the side on the pavement.
Yeah, there's another reason why we're meeting at the back of the vehicle.
So we can check the fifth door.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you're kind of trying to use a bit of bull there and say that you did check the back door. You didn't check the back door. I didn't check the back door.
No.
Yeah.
And you glance. No,
yeah, you had a look at it. I could have £100 worth of groceries in the back and be gone by now, wouldn't I? Yeah. 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 We never told me anything about whose responsibility it is to check the doors. At the end of this lesson, I'm still not sure whether it's your responsibility or mine in roll, and without roll, obviously, I know it should be my responsibility. So therefore, you should have got me to check the
back door.
The back door, yeah. And it was also important for me to check the back doors because this is a 5-door car. When I looked in the mirror, I was only checking this door here, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
And again, just moving back to me checking the door, I did actually get the door open before you actually mentioned check all around me, yeah?
Which door?
Well, actually both doors. When I was exiting that side to swap over seats,
you
told me to look behind me and I did.
Yes.
Lucky enough there was nobody coming towards me because I wouldn't hit anybody.
Oh right,
behind.
so I should have said if there's someone coming, don't open the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the same on this side. I actually got the door open because obviously you quite rightly left the door on the first latch. But you didn't make use of that, leaving the door on the first latch. You never said to me a way of checking the door's closed is give it a good pull and I can feel it rattle. So what was the point of leaving on the first latch if you weren't going to use that?
Well, only because the ledge, the appearance of the ledge.
Yeah, it's also the
sound.
Yeah, there's also the fact that I can, rattle the door, isn't it?
Yes.
And
that's why you didn't close it the first time.
We know in a modern day car the door's not going to fly open as I go around the corner because it's got a two-latch. It's got a two-lock system.
Yeah.
But it's going to rattle quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, but also you'll be a new driver, probably get one of the older cars in your first car, so you need to know it.
Then we went into the DH Treble SM, and I was getting an awful lot of information about the handbrake, wasn't I?
You were.
Yeah.
Handbrake.
It was cable operated. It works on the two back wheels. I wasn't interested in that at that stage, was I?
In this lesson?
At that stage of the lesson, what was the...
They come later, the handbrake.
Yeah. What I was hoping we were going to do was cover the DH Treble SM, yeah? And then at the end of the DH Treble SM, I was hoping you were going to ask me at least 2 questions, yeah?
Yes, about the cockpit drill.
Yeah, about the cockpit drill.
Yeah.
But the cockpit drill was a bit all over the place.
Well, the head restraint, that threw me.
Well, let's just stick on the handbrake for a minute. You had me releasing the handbrake and applying the handbrake again. All I needed to do was, I didn't need to know anything about the handbrake at that stage, apart from the fact that I needed to give it a pull to make sure it was up, and then the reason why, yeah? I mean, I was sitting there wondering, if I was a real pupil, why has George got me putting the handbrake up and down, and why is he talking about cables, yeah? I probably would have lost the will to live then. And
the wrong moment. Yeah, wrong stage.
Yeah, it didn't... Yeah, obviously you did recover with the head restraint. More by luck than judgment, I'm afraid.
When it comes to mirror. Because you want to see the head restraint through the mirror, don't you? And oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, fair dues on that, you did recover.
Yeah.
And this is where the questions will help you at the end of each stage.
Yeah.
It'd be an idea to write down a couple of questions that are worth asking, especially if the things that you tend to forget. Because even if you ask me what kind of glass is in that mirror, and you realise, bugger, I haven't told him what kind of glass is in that mirror, it can be covered then, can't it?
Yes.
So you're recovering, isn't you? But I'll be honest with you, George, that wasn't brilliant.
No.
At one stage I was nearly dozing off there, yeah?
Yeah, I was trying to get you involved, but because you were giving me clues, error clues, but you were. It just wasn't.
Even when it came to the fog controls, it was even a bit of a job adjusting the seat, to be honest with you.
Well, my instruction for the seat movement is tricky, as you know nothing. To actually get
once I had the seat into a position, you could have said to me, I want you to use your left foot on the left pedal. I didn't need to know anything about the left pedal at that stage.
Yes.
Press it right down, and you want a slight bend to your knee, yeah?
Yes.
And that's the way that we... And I did give you a lifeline there. I said my brother does it this way, yeah?
Yes.
But you didn't take it.
No.
Yeah?
The clutch, so put a foot in the clutch.
Yeah, that needs to... When did you watch the Blame video on this one then?
Well, near after I got back from the previous training, or the third. Yeah.
Did you watch the overview video?
I watched some of the training and the demo, not the overview. No, the demo. Where he demonstrates the pass. But then, of course, if I did it his way, I wouldn't have done it this way.
No, it wasn't. This is one long brief, yeah? And you really, really want to be pulling off at least a 5 on this, yeah?
Yes. It should be straightforward enough to do that.
there wasn't enough detail there to pass, and the devil's in the detail. And we'd run massively over time. It was ill prepared. You hadn't got a clue where your visual planner was. Yeah.
Damn, I was so well prepared this morning. I think
we have actually spoken about this before, and I have actually said to you before, bringing a whole lot of stuff in a plastic bag, and then have to root through it and find that you haven't got your visual planner. It was lucky that I had a visual planner, wasn't it?
It is.
You know, forget the plastic bag thing. Just, I mean, I'm not even going to ask what's in the plastic bag, yeah. But there certainly wasn't a visual planner in there, was there?
Prompt cards and notes and all sorts.
Yeah, there certainly wasn't a visual planner in there, was there?
No.
So we'll be coming back to this exercise, George.
Yes.
Because that wasn't satisfactory today.
No.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, yes. It wasn't straightforward for me.
Yeah. It dragged on a lot longer than it should have done, and the bits that we covered, the detail was not there. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I missed things. I mean, I didn't miss details, but also missed the essential things like safety things. Can you check the boot? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can miss bits and still get away with it, but when you were explaining things, there was no detail there. You were, you know, we were talking about. You told me the accelerator pedal, and then you started talking about gas. Yeah, I mean, we do call it gas pedal, but I need you to tell me that it's going to be called a gas pedal, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, I played around with you there the same way an SE would. Oh, so by pressing the accelerator, I mean, if I've never driven before, my only experience of gas is going to be, is the gas at home. I know my gas cooker, I've either got a gas cooker or I've got electric cooker, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, so I played around with you there a bit, and probably the SE would have played around with you a lot more, really, because I didn't know where you're coming from. There was a nice picture on that visual planner that I let you use of a pound coin, wasn't there?
Yes, a reminder.
Yeah, probably be an idea to have a pound coin in your pocket at the time, wouldn't it?
Well, a pound coin, I've always taken a pound coin to be used for the gas pedal and the clutch. The brake, progressive brake, I guess you can use that as well.
Let's break the thickness of a pound coin, not the thickness of a pound coin, not the thickness of a pound coin. Just before the car stops, come up the thickness of a pound coin, yeah? Yeah, we don't use... we don't particularly use the thickness of a pound coin on the clutch. We bring the clutch up. When we're talking about the clutch and the control system, we bring it up a centimetre per second. Yeah?
Clutch, yeah, and the bite point. So last week, you know, the bite points we had, clutch was too high, so you had to push it down. Thickness of a pound coin or thickness of a coin, push it down.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on the control system where we're bringing it up.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming up a centimetre per second, roughly, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. But we didn't have a pound coin. I had to kind of tell you it was a pound coin in the end, even though I was looking at the same picture you were looking at, and I could see a picture of a pound coin.
Yeah. Well, I've got coins coming out of my pocket, but...
Too late now, George.
Too late.
Right, we'll have to come back to this, because that wasn't satisfactory, yeah?
Yeah.
And...
These are things that I practice.
Yeah, you'll have to admit, you did actually know you were going to be doing this today.
Yeah.